A letter warning of a mad scientist. This is for entertainment purposes only. This short story is only for people over the age of 18.
To General Stern Amon. From Evan Amberline, Lab Tech Division 33A. Subject: Dr. Smith. General Stern Amon, I am writing unofficially to express my concerns with Dr. Smith. I feel his investigation into technology that was called Kim 31cc has become a problem. I am outright saying that I believe Dr. Smith should not only be removed from any contact with Kim 31cc technology, but be removed from all military bases for life, and possibly incarcerated. Dr. Smith has used the Kim tech on people, against their will, and manipulated their minds and bodies. I fear I will be next. A quick recap of Dr. Smith. He goes by the name Dr. Smith. That is all anyone knows about him. I've seen his personnel file. No date of birth. No location of birth. No education listed. We don't even know who hired him. We don't know where he came from. I can't say he's a doctor or that his last name is even Smith. The only thing we are certain about is the Secretary of State officially signed off on Dr. Smith being in charge of Laboratory 33A, the Spooky Lab. Just to clarify, I have been working at 33A for 5 years. I cannot go into everything or anything we've done at the Spooky Lab, because I like being alive. I am willing to break my vow of silence, since if I don't speak now, Dr. Smith might make me never speak ever again. One of the other lab techs is Betty Brown. If you look in her personnel file, she looks nothing like that anymore. Dr. Smith has used the Kim tech to modify her. A one-time brilliant woman, if not particularly attractive, has been turned into a blonde, big-breasted, muscular, and quite dim-witted sex machine. This is Dr. Smith's doing. Dr. Smith is at this wild white hair stage until that hair gets tangled and needs to be cut off. I've watched Dr. Smith do amazing things with technology that no one else understands. That is why Dr. Smith is in charge of Laboratory 33A. He is a genius. One look and he knows how something works. Likely this is why he was given the Kim 31cc technology that everyone calls Kim tech. No one has been told where this Kim tech came from, or what it is. This information is on a need-to-know basis, and we don't need to know. Maybe Dr. Smith knows. How he instantly knew that the Kim tech could rewrite a person's reality, I'll never know. The issue Dr. Smith had was how to interface with the Kim tech. I knew when Dr. Smith finished his interface when he started laughing and shouting how much of a genius he is. To point out, Dr. Smith is a genius, but he is also very arrogant. He's beyond smart and wants everyone to know it. As for what he did next, it is where I believe Dr. Smith crossed a line. He had wires coming out of one of the Kim tech devices, I don't know which one, and pointed it at Betty Brown. Betty instantly started to change physically. Her body fat melted away. Her body grew in height by at least 15 centimeters. Her arms and legs developed a massive amount of muscles. Her hair went from dirty brown to platinum blonde. A smile on her face didn't seem to touch her eyes. She walked over to Dr. Smith, standing at attention before him, completely quiet. All of Lab 33A was completely quiet. The only sound was from Dr. Smith laughing. He fiddled with the Kim tech more and Betty's eyes turned bright blue. Another change from Dr. Smith and Betty ripped off all of her clothes. Some of us in the lab started to quietly say that Dr. Smith had gone too far. Betty stood in her underwear before Dr. Smith, who seemed unable to stop laughing. He then changed another setting on the Kim tech and Betty's breasts ballooned out until they spilled over her bra. The entire time Betty had this creepy smile on her face. I got out of there quickly. I hid out in the bathroom for a few hours. I'm not proud of that fact, but it probably saved me. When I got back to Lab 33A, things seemed almost normal. I didn't see Betty at first, until I realized she was under Dr. Smith's desk doing things that involved his pants being discarded off to the side. When I asked one of the other lab techs what was going on, they acted like nothing was out of the ordinary. Betty was just giving Dr. Smith a blowjob because that's what she does for him. Nothing strange about that, to everyone but me. The next day I saw Betty standing at attention next to Dr. Smith's desk while he worked. Betty looked like the same big-breasted and buff babe she had been the day before, but now her hair was bright red, and her abs were even bigger. Betty wasn't alone either. There were 2 other women with her. I had no idea who these 2 women were since they didn't appear to be anyone recognizable with their over-the-top muscle development and breasts bigger than watermelons. All 3 of the modified women had vacant stares off into the distance. At least the women were wearing tight, skimpy, orange bikinis, and open white lab coats. When Dr. Smith wanted something he'd bark an order, and one or all of the women would swing their huge breasts around to do as he said. I was working on my project for a few hours when I heard Dr. Smith start to laugh again. I bolted out of there as I saw Dr. Smith put a headband on, which was connected by wire to the Kimtech. I looked back in time to see one of my male co-workers as he morphs into a disturbingly attractive woman, complete with breasts, abs, biceps, and purple hair. Dr. Smith was changing everyone in Lab 33A with the Kimtech. After a few hours, I snuck back to Lab 33A. I counted 5 women with purple hair, and 3 women with red hair, and only one man, being Dr. Smith himself. It appears as if there had been a massive orgy. I say that given everyone's lack of clothes, and the bodily fluids that seemed to cover everything, Dr. Smith had passed out. His Kimtech headband and device was on the floor next to him. I quickly and quietly snuck into Lab 33A and swiped the headband and Kimtech before walking very quickly away. I now have the Kimtech. I have also used it. Dr. Smith may be a genius, but his interface is amazingly easy to use. It is easy to use the Kimtech, and I now understand how it works with the quantum reality integrated foam that I've worked on before. It is how Dr. Smith can rewrite reality for a person, using the random probability of the foam to narrow it down to a certainty. The fact that this device exists is beyond frightening to me. Knowing Dr. Smith, he is pissed off right now. He and all of his modified people are probably looking for me right now. It is entirely possible that by the time you get this I'll already have been changed. Dr. Smith might be able to recreate the Kimtech, or given there was more than one device, he might build another reality warping machine. I demand you do something about Dr. Smith. If not for my own selfish interests, then for the interests of everyone that Dr. Smith might control. Given you are in charge of the labs, you're probably on his short list to be taken over. I hope not. If you don't hear from me in the next 48 hours, assume I have been compromised. If I don't hear from you in 48 hours, I will assume you've been compromised. The device currently is locked away, which will make it hard for even me to get to. Please take care of Dr. Smith. When I have confirmation that man is no longer permitted anywhere near Laboratory 33A, then I will come back and hand over the Kimtech. Until then, assume I'm on a leave of absence and won't return until confirmation of Dr. Smith's incarceration, expulsion, or obituary. Whatever you're doing, be careful. Dr. Smith is not to be trusted. Sincerely, Evan Amberline.
To General Sternamon. From Evan Amberline, Lab Tech Division 33A. Subject, Dr. Smith, correction. Please ignore my previous email. I was completely wrong about the great and wonderful Dr. Smith. Everything he is doing is for the advancement of science. I have willingly returned the Bamban to him, and deeply regret doing anything negative to the superior mind that is the amazing Dr. Smith. Consider this my letter of resignation. I will no longer be coming into work. Disregard anything negative I said about the perfect Dr. Smith. I was horribly, horribly wrong. Sincerely, the stupid and dim-witted Evan Amberline.
The end. This was a work of fiction. Any similarity between people, living or dead, is purely coincidence. This scenario did not, or should not, have happened in real life. Thank you for listening.